Amazing animal facts. The Coues deer, the gray ghost of the desert mountains. The Coues deer is one of the most elusive, graceful, and finely adapted mammals in North America. Often called the gray ghost because of its remarkable camouflage and quiet movements, this small-bodied deer inhabits rugged landscapes where survival demands constant awareness, endurance, and subtlety. Though easily overlooked beside its larger relatives, the Coues deer represents a masterpiece of evolutionary refinement, perfectly shaped for life in arid mountains, thorny woodlands, and desert foothills. To truly understand the Coues deer is to understand how life persists in environments where water is scarce, predators are many, and concealment is everything. This extensive expository essay explores the Coues deer's evolutionary background, physical adaptations, behavior, habitat, ecological importance, and relationship with humans, revealing why this often misunderstood animal deserves recognition as one of nature's quiet marvels. Origins and place in the deer family. The Coues deer is a subspecies of the white-tailed deer, adapted specifically to the dry, mountainous regions of the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. While sharing ancestry with more familiar white-tailed deer, the Coues deer followed a different evolutionary path, one shaped by rugged terrain, sparse vegetation, and extreme temperature shifts. Over time, natural selection favored smaller size, lighter coloration, heightened alertness, and exceptional mobility. These traits allowed the Coues deer to survive where larger-bodied deer would struggle, making it uniquely suited to desert mountain ecosystems. Physical appearance. Small size, big advantages. At first glance, the Coues deer appears delicate. Adults are significantly smaller than most white-tailed deer, with slender frames, thin legs, and narrow bodies. This compact size is not a weakness. It is a strategic advantage. A smaller body requires less food and water, crucial in environments where resources are limited. Light bone structure and long legs allow the Coues deer to move swiftly across rocky slopes, steep ridges, and uneven ground without wasting energy. Their coat is typically grayish-brown, blending seamlessly with desert rock, dry grasses, and scrub vegetation. This coloration is so effective that even experienced observers can struggle to spot a motionless Coues deer at close range. Large, expressive ears rotate independently, constantly scanning for sound, while dark eyes provide sharp vision adapted to low light. Bucks grow antlers that are relatively modest in size compared to larger deer, but often finely symmetrical, another reflection of energy efficiency rather than excess display. Sensory awareness and intelligence. The Coues deer survives largely because it detects danger before danger detects it. Its hearing is exceptionally sharp, capable of picking up the faintest footstep, branch snap, or shifting stone. Its eyesight is finely tuned for movement detection, allowing it to spot predators even when partially concealed. Intelligence plays a critical role as well. Coues deer learn terrain patterns and escape routes. Remember feeding areas and seasonal resources. Adjust activity based on human presence and predator behavior. Rather than relying on speed alone, the Coues deer relies on anticipation and avoidance, choosing concealment over confrontation whenever possible. Habitat. Life in harsh landscapes. Coues deer inhabit some of the most challenging environments in North America. Their range includes desert foothills, oak woodlands, pine oak forests, rugged mountain slopes, canyon systems. They are commonly found at mid to high elevations, where vegetation provides both food and cover. These areas often experience extreme heat during the day and cold temperatures at night, demanding constant physiological adaptation. Water sources may be scarce or seasonal, so Coues deer rely heavily on moisture from plants and efficient water use. Their movements often revolve around shade, slope exposure, and vegetation density rather than open meadows. Diet and feeding behavior. The Coues deer is a selective browser, feeding on a wide variety of plants while avoiding overexertion or unnecessary exposure. Its diet includes shrubs and browse, leaves and shoots, forbs and seasonal grasses, acorns and mast where available, cacti and drought-resistant plants. Rather than grazing openly, Coues deer feed quietly, often under cover, and shift feeding times to early morning, evening, or night when temperatures are lower and predators are less active. This flexible, plant-diverse diet allows them to survive year-round despite fluctuating food availability. Behavior and daily activity. Coues deer are primarily crepuscular, most active at dawn and dusk. During the heat of the day, they bed down in shaded areas, often on slopes that allow them to watch downhill approaches while remaining concealed. When threatened, they rely on stillness first. If detected, they flee uphill with remarkable agility, weaving through brush and rocky terrain where larger predators struggle to follow. Unlike more social deer species, Coues deer tend to form small groups or remain solitary, reducing visibility and competition for limited resources. Reproduction and life cycle. Breeding season occurs in late fall or early winter, depending on elevation and climate. Bucks compete subtly, often through posturing and sparring rather than violent clashes, conserving energy and minimizing injury. Does typically give birth to one fawn, occasionally two, after a gestation period of several months. Fawns are born with spotted coats that provide excellent camouflage. Mothers hide their young in dense cover, visiting periodically to nurse and clean them. This hiding strategy reduces scent and movement, increasing survival chances in predator-rich environments. Fawns grow quickly and learn terrain awareness from an early age. Predators and survival strategy. Coues deer face many predators, including cougars, coyotes, bobcats, bears. In some regions, their primary defense is avoidance, not confrontation. By remaining quiet, blending in visually, and choosing escape routes wisely, Coues deer dramatically reduce the likelihood of predation. This survival strategy emphasizes intelligence and restraint rather than speed alone. Ecological importance. As herbivores, Coues deer play a key role in shaping plant communities. By browsing selectively, they influence vegetation structure, seed dispersal, plant regeneration cycles. They also serve as an important food source for large predators, supporting healthy predator populations and maintaining ecological balance. The presence of Coues deer often indicates a functioning, intact ecosystem, where plant diversity and predator-prey relationships remain stable. Coues deer and humans. The Coues deer holds a special place among wildlife observers and hunters alike. Known for its keen senses and camouflage, it is often regarded as one of the most challenging deer to observe or pursue ethically. Human impact, through habitat fragmentation, development, and road construction, poses ongoing challenges. However, Coues deer are remarkably resilient when suitable habitat remains connected and undisturbed. Conservation of mountain corridors and desert woodlands is essential for their long-term survival. Conservation status and challenges. While not currently endangered, Coues deer populations are sensitive to habitat loss, overdevelopment, climate change affecting vegetation and water availability. Because they depend on specific terrain and cover, fragmentation can isolate populations and reduce genetic diversity. Long-term conservation requires landscape-level planning and habitat protection. Why the Coues deer truly matters. The Coues deer embodies quiet endurance. It does not dominate landscapes through size or force, but through awareness, patience, and perfect adaptation. Its survival in harsh environments reminds us that success in nature often belongs to those who move lightly and observe deeply. To protect the Coues deer is to protect desert mountains, oak woodlands, and the subtle balance of life that thrives far from easy abundance. A message from Wild Wonders. If you enjoyed this deep and extended exploration of one of North America's most elusive and beautifully adapted deer, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Wild Wonders, for more long-form wildlife essays, hidden animal stories, and journeys into nature's quiet masterpieces. And now we'd love to hear from you. What is the Coues deer called in your own language? Share it in the comments, and let's celebrate the incredible diversity of languages, cultures, and wildlife that connect us all, across deserts, mountains, and generations.